All right. Thank you, Jim Russell. All right. We should all thank Jim Russell. I want clap emojis in the chat for Jim as the Padres win tonight over the Twins 6-1. Just a day after Jim Russell calls out Juan Soto as the, I don't even know, worst performer on the offense. Juan Soto leaves tonight's game with the highest OPS on the team, 4 for 4 with the walk. He now leads the Padres in OPS at 833 among qualifiers. Manny Machado, who I called out, was really good, to be fair. Homered, made 2 really good defensive plays. Padres played some small ball. Michael Wacha was outstanding. And after losing 2 straight to the Dodgers, Padres begin this trip with a win over the Twins 6-1. So make your way in. There's a lot to get into. Please subscribe if you're here live or on replay. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We're going to get to all the supers here tonight. I'm talking a little quiet because I think my 4-year-old is still awake in his bed. It's arguable. But we appreciate the supers. Great way to support this channel. Click the dollar sign below the chat box, like our buddy Johnny, who's already chimed in with the super. We'll get to it immediately. You can become a member as well by clicking the join button down below. You get emojis and badges. So let's start, Jim, with Juan Soto. Can someone please share updated home road splits for Soto after this 4 for 4 night? Johnny, thank you for the super. He says Road Warrior Soto. 4 for 4, Jim. The 3 hardest hit balls of the night, Juan Soto's.
You're welcome. I mean, there's not much else to say here, but you're welcome. I'm looking up the splits right now.
Is it updated through today? Because if you're a Baseball Reference, it won't be.
He has an 833 OPS, right?
Yeah, is that updated Baseball Reference?
No, I'm on ESPN.com.
Okay.
So it's 833 OPS.
Correct.
Home. Oh, wow, this is going to be shocking.
Bad.
His home OPS is 839. His road OPS is 692.
No, that's not right.
So,
what year are you looking at?
How many? I'm looking at this year, John. It might not be right. How many doubles does he have on the year? 9?
I don't freaking know. Lord, Jim.
Jesus.
Are you serious? Is that right?
He has 9 doubles on the year.
He hasn't hit it freaking home. He doesn't know he's got an 830 OPS at home, does he?
That's what it says.
You can't have an 830 OPS at home and a 690 on the road and have an 833 OPS. The math doesn't work.
But he has 72 at bats at home and only 51 at bats on the road. Those doubles tonight.
Oh, I know why. Because that cheating Mexico City series.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why. So those 2 doubles tonight by Juan Soto were his first doubles on the road.
Yeah, but he's hit like 100 home runs, I thought, on the road. I'm counting Mexico City as the road.
Wait, no, this can't be right.
No, you have it wrong. His home OPS coming in is 840. His road is 824.
Okay, it's wrong.
But that includes Mexico City, where his OPS was like 1,600.
Whatever. Here's the thing. What happened?
How are you going to explain yourself?
I'm not. I think that calling out Juan Soto yesterday was perfectly valid. And he came out and he shut me the hell up. Now, good. Go out there and be consistent. And don't go back into where you have a 3-game stretch where you go 2 for 14. Go out there and be the Juan Soto that we all want you to be. And don't revert back to a guy that doesn't have any impact on the game. Because tonight, clearly, he was one of the most impactful players on the team. He was you could not get him out tonight. And the 3-4 in the lineup with Soto and Manny were incredible. And it's exactly what you want from this team. When those 2 guys are hitting heavy as the head had the words the crown, they will win a majority of their games. And tonight, Soto and Manny go, 6 for 9 or whatever it was?
Yeah, 6 for 9.
With 2 doubles and a home run.
The consistency thing, I mean, is fair. But, if we looked at his last 10 or 15 games, the guy's flat out hit. I mean, the last 10 games specifically, the 6 games he was on a tear, didn't play well against the Dodgers, but then 4 for 4 makes up for that. So his last 10 games, he's been on a complete tear.
I mean, if he
went stop while you're behind. I love this from David H. 160. Thank you for the super. This is one of the great supers we've ever had. Hey, Jim, can you talk shit about me? You might earn me a raise and a promotion.
David, you're ugly and you're the worst person at your job. You need to be better, step it up, and stop slacking and being lazy.
Okay, this is a perfect time, by the way, to give a shout out to Foco for their absolutely spectacular Juan Soto bobblehead.
Hold on.
Okay. So, by the way, look at this box. It's like the greatest box like in American history. Oh, what? Look at this. This freaking huge Juan Soto City Connect bobblehead. Like, look at this thing. Okay. This thing's dope. All right. If you want this, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. It's available while supplies last. It will sell out. This is the perfect Father's Day gift. This is the perfect gift for the Padres fan in your life. It's from Foco, our friends. They have them while they last for you. Look at the detail, Jim. You have a lot of bobbleheads from Foco. I mean, the detail on this thing is ridiculous.
So I have number 99 out of 400.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, or 440. But
444.
444. The quality of these bobbleheads, guys, are like, I mean, they're insane. They're a high level bobbleheads. Might be giving one away. I don't know. But go to Foco right now. Pick up your bobblehead, your Juan Soto City Connect bobblehead after his 4-for-4 night. Yeah, you want a cool Juan Soto bobblehead? This is the one to get right here. The City Connect Juan Soto bobblehead.
Yeah, I mean, get it tonight when he goes 4-for-4, not yesterday when Jim said, ship him off to the Reds for PTBNL.
And cash considerations.
Right, for Will Myers. Click the link. It's pinned at the top of the chat if you want that Juan Soto limited edition City Connect bobblehead available while supplies last. I'm told it will sell out. JD Gaucho, thank you for your supers. Is whatever it takes. They got it done today. Yeah, I like that. I mean, Michael Wacha, we'll get into, was really good. By and large, he actually has been very good right now for the Padres. The small ball seventh inning, the way they manufactured a couple of runs was big. The Machado insurance was big. You don't have to use Josh Hader.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing a good team on the road, and you beat them. So let's see if they can now win this series after taking game one.
You're playing a team on the road that has overall the best starting pitching in all of baseball. The guy tonight that was on the mound wasn't, he didn't have really good stats. I think he had like a 5 ERA or around a 5 ERA.
5.91 coming in.
She's around a 6 ERA. I mean, he pitched well, but Wacha pitched better, and the Padres pitched better, and you got the thump out of the middle of your lineup that, you've been waiting for and what you need. Like Soto and Manny hitting 3-4 and doing what they did tonight. I think Bob Melvin even said, like, we've been waiting for that, and that's good to see out of the middle of the order.
Yeah, and by the way, leave Juan Soto in the cleanup spot. What the cleanup spot means is you have to swing. I mean, it's called clean up. It's not walk around. Clean up implies swinging. He swung tonight. He went 4-for-4. So don't move him. Leave him there. Let's see what happens.
I think the mindset of him becomes different when he's in the cleanup spot than the 2-hole. The 2-hole, you're kind of looking not to drive in runs, but to get on base for the guys behind you to drive you in. So maybe it was just as simple as putting him in a spot where, hey, you're expected to drive in the runs, not
be the one that's driven in.
Be the one that needs to be driven in. Exactly. So maybe it was that simple. I don't know. It's only one game. Wait and see. But tonight was an extremely good start for him in the cleanup spot.
All right. This is a first from a super from Vicious Pac-Man. We don't typically get this type of super request. Jim, your reaction to this? I think he's looking for maybe the opposite effect. I don't know what the opposite of that would be.
Vicious Pac-Man says, "Hey Jim, shit on me."
Well, he said poop on me.
Same thing.
Similar.
Probably not gonna do that, Vicious Pac-Man. Sorry, not into that thing.
That's super.
It's got. If you send a $500 super chat in, I will poop on you.
What are you talking about? I was thinking 100. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Vicious Pac-Man. Thank you, Jared McCarthy, for your super and your membership and your mod and your support of the channel. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please subscribe if you're here, year-round content for Padres fans. He says, how do we feel about the hitting coach experiment?
What hitting coach
Yeah,
experiment?
what experiment? I mean,
like, you mean the one where they don't have a hitting coach? Is that the experiment you're talking
that's the
about?
experiment.
These guys know how to hit. They have plenty of people in that dugout to help them. Just because they don't have a designated hitting coach doesn't mean they have coaches that are helping them with their hitting, because they do. They have multiple.
Do you think Soto hit today because he talked to someone that gave him some good advice?
Yeah, Jack Flaherty's like, look, bro, this is what you got to do.
Yeah, I have the answer.
Yeah.
Come over to my office.
Ryan Christensen's like, dude, after I'm done riding the lineup, let me tell you what to do. All right. It's
That
going to
must have been it. That
must have
been
been
it.
I just think do you agree, John, that it could be, and it's just one game, but it could be as simple as like, hey, you're in the cleanup spot, you need to swing the bat. Like a mindset thing?
Could be. Yeah, could be. Dude, baseball's such a. I love the sport, but there's some utter ridiculousness in there, and sometimes it just takes one thing to unlock it all. I don't know if he's going to stay in the 4th spot or not, but there's
He hit the
reasons to
ball
believe after tonight they could
hard
leave
to
him there.
left. He hit the ball hard to left field today. That was like a first.
Yeah, and I want to say someone would have to look this up. I want to say he was a cleanup batter for the Nationals one year, 130 times. I think it was 130 times he batted cleanup for the Nationals. So I mean, he's familiar with the spot. Let's get back to the Supers and Johnny. Johnny, thank you. Yeah, a little bit of karma here. Soto having a Gwynn-like day at the plate on his birthday. I think Tony Gwynn would have been 63 today. Happy heavenly TG. That's a great Super. And yeah, you look at Soto's night. This wasn't an all-power night. This was some hard hit balls. And like you said, hitting to the opposite field, specifically in his first AB here tonight. So yeah, I like that, Johnny.
I like it too. Shout out to Tony Gwynn, 63rd birthday today. Happy birthday to the late great Mr. Padre.
No doubt.
There was a lot of good vibes today with the Padres winning, San Diego's own Casey Schmidt hitting his home run in his first at bat in the big leagues, literally first swing on Tony Gwynn's birthday.
Yeah, played at Tony Gwynn Stadium, San Diego, went to San Diego State.
Yep. So a lot of good vibes today.
Yeah,
Happy
that was
birthday,
cool.
Mr. Padre.
That was cool. And, obviously a member of the Giants, but he had over 40 members of his family, all from San Diego in attendance. Casey Schmidt, former second-round pick of the Giants, he was at San Diego State very recently. I mean, he was up pretty quick. We called some of his games on Extra 1360 just a couple of years ago. And second-round pick, yeah, really cool story. San Diego State's got a lot of guys right now in the big leagues, including Schmidt. All right, let's get to HBVV, BRBFBB, FBN. Thank you for your super. He says, hoped Doyers have an encounter at the haunted hotel. You're talking about Milwaukee. And Mookie Betts won't stay there. He stays in an Airbnb or at a different hotel because of the haunted hotel in Milwaukee. Have you ever stayed in a haunted hotel?
No, but if I knew it was a haunted hotel, I ain't staying there.
Yeah, there were some haunted hotels when I worked in the minor leagues, and it was a little, I mean, it's an issue. It can be an issue. If you're ghost, if you're anti-haunted hotels, you don't want to stay in a haunted hotel.
Yeah, I'm very anti-ghost.
Are you?
Very.
I think Betts says he can't sleep in that hotel.
Dude, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to sleep with ghosts around me, bro.
Dodgers won tonight, though. 6-2.
Well, it's because they didn't stay at that hotel, or at least Mookie Betts didn't stay there. Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. Whatever.
They're like, it's fine. It's a couple days. What's going to happen?
Just, someone gets possessed. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mookie Betts just gets possessed by the devil.
It's whatever.
It's fine. It's all right.
Ricardo Barajas Jr., thank you for your super chat. He says, Jim, see, we've tried this. Please reverse the curse.
I tried.
And call out Nola. What do you want Jim to do? I mean,
here's
do so much.
Here's all I got for you. They need to release Austin Nola tomorrow, they need to release Austin Nola the second that Luis Campusano gets back, because Austin Nola brings no value to this team. There you go.
You must not have seen his RBI tonight. It's one.
I rather have Luis Campusano and Brett Sullivan behind the plate than Austin Nola ever catching another game again. There you go. I said it. You're welcome. 2 for tomorrow with a double.
Exactly, and a homer. This is good crunch from Michael. Thank you, Michael. Soto career hitting cleanup, 152 games, 986 OPS. So he's been very good. See, that's all in Washington, so that's not surprising. All the numbers in Washington are better. But yeah, I leave him there for a little bit and see what happens.
I like Tatis, Cronenworth, Manny, Soto, Bogarts. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just overloading the top of your lineup. Now, I liked it if it worked with Tatis, Manny, Soto, Bogarts, but it wasn't working. And it's something that, Bob Melvin has to try to fix. So lengthening your lineup out and having Bogarts hit 5th instead of in the cleanup spot. I think that, moving Jacob to number 2. Yeah, I like that. It lengthens the lineup out and puts Soto in a position where he's had a lot of success. Clearly, it helped tonight being in the 4-hole. So I would bet a lot of money, John, that he's going to be in the cleanup spot tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so as well. Pedro, thank you for your super chat. Okay, this is he's got a Sophie's choice for you. Padres take it to game 7. No, Warriors take it to game 7, or Padres turn it around and win it all. This is for Jim. Hashtag Corngate. Dodgers better come hard this weekend on the memes. I think Jim's learned his lesson, probably.
Here's the thing, Pedro. You didn't say the Warriors would win it. Just take it to a game 7. So because of that, I'm taking the Padres, turn it around and win it all.
Wow.
Because if you said, actually, you know what? I won't even say it. Padres turn it around and win it all. That's my answer.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not necessarily that it even needs to be turned. I mean, they're 19 and 17. It's just they need to play consistently better.
Just play better.
I mean, shoot, the team the Warriors are playing right now is 2-10 in an NBA season, and they're in position to potentially
start
make the conference finals or NBA finals.
They were in the play-in tournament,
right?
And they almost lost that game. You know how crazy that? Remember how crazy that Minnesota Timberwolves game was?
I do. No, they would have had another game potentially if they lost that game. But
they would have been an 8 seed, and they never would have been a 7 seed.
Pedro says he fell for the bait. Thanks, Pedro, for your super. Do appreciate it. I mean, you look at this box score
Fake
tonight. What's that?
I never claimed to be a fan.
You look at this box score. Listen, Tatis 0 for 5, but you scored 6 runs. Sully, chill. My dog's digging on the cat. Sully,
it's okay.
Chill.
But doesn't it also show the fact that Tatis can be a spark plug for this team and win you games, but to be what you want to be, you're gonna need the Manny and Soto in the middle of your lineup being like tonight.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't think you're not gonna need Machado and Soto if Tatis does what Machado and Soto did tonight, and he's capable of doing that. If Tatis is gonna have a 3-hit game with a home run, you're not gonna need anything out of one of those 2 players. I think just out of these 4, by the way, Bogarts is really struggling. Bogarts' OPS is lower than Juan Soto's right now. Tatis still has the highest OPS in the team, but he wouldn't qualify because it hasn't been that many games. So yeah, yes and no. I mean, I still think Tatis makes them go. I don't. For me, Tatis makes them go. I think for you, you'd say Machado makes them go. For me, Tatis makes them go.
It's such a weird thing though, because we've seen Tatis be special. And then we saw Manny last year be special. And Manny led this team to an NLCS. And Tatis, when he was special with this team. Now, there's a lot of other factors like pitching and whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, pitching. Yeah.
But still, the offense was not great when Tatis finished 3rd in MVP voting in 2021.
True.
And last year, Manny had maybe not even as good as a season as Tatis in 2021. And led his team to an NLCS. How about this? How about everyone just starts hitting, and then we don't have to worry about it, and we don't have to talk about who's the guy that needs to be hitting for this team to go.
Well, if they're scoring 6 runs, if they get going and they're scoring 6 runs every single night, and they're winning 7 out of 10 games, it's all good.
Tatis can go over 5 every night, and they can score 6 runs. They win.
If this team gets to 50 and 34, somehow, then it's all good. Whatever's happening is happening. But if they're 41 and 39, it's a little more hairy. I don't think this team's going to be 41 or 39 at the halfway point, but then again, we're at the quarter point and they're 2 games over 500. So let's see if they can turn it on. By the way, how about this? Maggie ordered the Good Vibes shirt. It wasn't that long ago. It doesn't feel like. And she's already got it. So Maggie wore the Good Vibes shirt tonight. Quality purchase. The vibes are most definitely good. Jim, can you pull that up since Maggie just brought it up? Thank you, Maggie, for your support of the wrap-up show.
Hold on.
Really do appreciate that. And there were good vibes tonight.
Stand by.
I'll put a link in the chat for what Maggie picked up. And Maggie, thank you for hanging out each and every night with us and supporting the work we do.
Hold on. Stand by.
Link in the chat.
It's not going. Hold on. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Chill out, dude.
What happened to the good vibes?
I can't pull it up.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
We'll get to this, Carson, in one moment. Thank you, Carson, for your support. If you're here, guys, subscribe, smash the like button, follow us on Twitter. Thank you for your support with the super chats like Carson and like all the other supers that have rolled in tonight. Click the $sign below the chat box. Thank you for your memberships. Click join if you want the custom emojis and badges.
I can't find it. Just whatever.
What do you mean you can't find it? How come I can pull up like 10 sponsors during the course of a show?
Because I can't find it.
Okay. Carson.
Here we go.
No, it's just, come on, you can find it.
I did. It took me 2 seconds after I said I couldn't find it.
Right. You're like, no, I quit. I'm not going to do it.
Everyone calm down. Here you go.
Life with Jim.
Good vibes t-shirts, good vibes sweatshirts, good vibes crop tops. We got the John and Jim Pinata shirts, in City Connect colors, and brown and gold. The off of the shirts, the wrap-up show signed shirts, the wrap-up show City Connect shirts. The back of my head, we have wrap-up show logo shirts. We got John and Jim logo shirts. Pretty much have it all. Stickers, hats, sweatshirts, everything you need.
Everything you need to support John and Jim at Petco Park or in your home. Can you scroll to the top? Does it say, what's it say there? Does it say 15% off, Jim, in the gray?
We got 3 days left, guys. Everything is 15% off. Hit the redeem code here when you check out. These shirts are, just ask Maggie. They're all quality shirts. I feel like they are some of the best made shirts that you can get.
Jim's a stickler for shirts.
You're not getting cheapy like cotton shirts that shrink automatically in the dryer. No. These ones are top notch.
Okay. Thank you, Maggie. Seriously, thank you guys for supporting this channel. If you want any of that stuff, if you want the 15% off, I put a link in the chat. There's also a link down below in the description on YouTube. Carson, thank you. Yeah. I mean, what do we want to say about Michael Wacha? You know, he had a bad start or two. He's also had 2, 3, 4 really good ones. I thought tonight was really impressive. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Did walk 3, but he struck out 4. ERA still a bit high at 4.8, but he's 3-1 on the season. Bullpen was outstanding behind him as well. So, yeah, you know what? Because the Padres didn't score for forever in this game. So the fact that Wacha kind of held the Twins scoreless as well was a pretty big part of this game. And again, you know, the way you win is you get good starting pitching, and that's what they got tonight.
I think Michael Wacha's had an up and down season so far, but if you look at his numbers, it's kind of what you want out of a 4 or 5 starter. He's not going to be anything special. He's going to have some good starts. But I think with Michael Wacha this year, it's kind of what you expected, and hopefully he can continue to give you quality innings. He's at like 37 innings on the year.
Is that what it is? That's not too many.
His ERA dropped in the 4s. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to get 130 innings from him this year, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I agree. A couple of other things, by the way. I saw it earlier in the chat. Like Fernando Tatis goes 0 for 5, but he impacts the game. Steals his first base, goes first to third on that play. Later scores right in that inning when they took the 3-1 lead. When there's that throw down to third, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, throw out to second, stole the base,
no,
and he
throw
went
to third.
Didn't he still second and he went over to third?
Yeah, but then they threw behind the runner, and
that's right. Yeah,
scored the run.
I thought you were stolen base.
So it's like I like that inning, the Kim situation, that inning where like I don't even remember what was it, walk, steal, whatever the hell it was, but he stole third when the third baseman was in expecting bunt.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was everyone's like, what about small ball? What about small ball? That's the perfect example of a small ball inning for the Padres where they did use their speed a little bit, and then we know they have the capability to hit for power. Machado tonight, Soto a bit tonight, but in a 1-1 game, you got to manufacture a little bit, and they did in that seventh inning. I was impressed by that because we haven't seen that a lot. And that might have been the difference between winning and losing tonight, to be honest.
That was Tatis's first stolen base this year.
Yeah. It's only been.
And Bob Melvin mentioned it, that they need to, when he gets on, they need to get him going. Like, hey, when you get on, you're very capable of easily stealing. I mean, if he wanted to, he could be a 30-30 guy in his sleep. I feel like.
He was heading that way 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, and then they told him he can't run anymore because of his arm. So when he gets on, I think they need to kind of unleash him, and he should have way more than one stolen base on the year. It's been 16 games, but still one stolen base in 16 games. He should have more.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you think about it though, he's hit for power, so like he's hit some home runs in there, so he's not stealing. And he's had some offers in there as well. If you told me right now Fernando Tatis Jr. had 14 steals this year, I'd say that's a pretty successful year on the bases, to be honest. I mean, he missed 20 games. 14, 15 steals with this power. I don't think he needs to steal 25 bases with this lineup.
I think I would like him to be above 20.
Above 20?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call him. I'll call him at the hotel. What hotel are they at? Can you connect
that
me
one
with
place?
Tatis Jr.? HBVVBRBFBBFBN, thank you so much for your super chat. There'll be more Padres fans at the Korea game. More Padres fans when they open 2024 in Korea.
That's not official yet, though.
I think it is, though. Lynn reported it.
Well, they're also talking about if they can't get that done, then they're going to be in like Japan.
Wait, what?
And yeah, you didn't see his tweet today?
Whose tweet?
Dennis Lynn's.
Bro, I don't have Twitter. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on. See, that's interesting. So it would be the same matchup, you're saying?
Yeah, with all the logistics involved, it could be months before MLB announces the Padres-Dodgers series in Seoul. Japan is believed to be a potential alternative in case the Korea series doesn't get finalized. Both teams will be going after a certain free agent this winter. Who do you think that free agent is, John? Is the Austin Nola free agent?
Could it be Joey Gallo? Or
is Austin Nola free agent? No? Yeah, maybe Shohei Ohtani.
That is interesting to start a year in Asia. That is kind of interesting that no matter where it is, if it's Korea or Japan, I mean, if you have a Korean player or a Japanese player, that's a nice little start to the year, I would think. Yu Darvish, Ha-Seong Kim, Shohei Ohtani.
I bet you, though, do you think the players would like that to start their year?
I think they're okay with it. I think it's better to start, Jim, to be honest. You know what happens. They would be the first games of the season.
And then they have like a week off.
Started March 30th. They would play the 25th and 26th.
Right. And then they'd have a week off.
Because they get 5 days, 4 days off.
Yeah, so that'd be so weird. Like, hey, the season started.
They've done it.
They get 5 days off.
Yeah, they've done it before. It is a little
We can't
weird.
deal with one off day in this fucking
Yeah, but
town.
You get excited when your team is the first team to play and nobody else is playing for days. It's like, whoa, it's March 25th and we're playing.
Would that be considered a home game?
Well, that's a good question, to be honest. Can the Padres give up more home games? They've given up like the Monterey games were Padres home games. This year were Padres home games. Would they give up more home games to play in Asia? To land Ohtani, they will. I promise you that.
Oh my God. If Ohtani's on one of these teams, it would be the biggest series ever.
Do you think it would be a big deal if the Padres landed Ohtani?
Let me answer that for you.
I'll answer it with a Soto bobblehead.
My answer is yes.
I'd answer like this.
Should we?
What do you got?
Just saying, like, these bobbleheads are so, like, look at this.
That. Look at the detail. Look at the patch. Soto's on the back. Hard to see in the yellow. Look at the, show him like the foot protector on one of the cleats. Isn't that cool? If you want that, great Father's Day gift, birthday gift, perfect for the Padres fan in your life, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. It's from our friends at Foco. It will sell out, I'm being told. If you want that bobblehead, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. Really, really great gift idea for the Padres fan in your life. All right. We do need to get to Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, by the way. We will do that after the super chat from JD Gaucho. Thank you all for the supers, guys. We're going to get to all of them tonight. Keep them coming. Click the $ below the chat box. He says, should we expect more base stealing, or is this a one-off? I think we should, Jim. Expect
so
more.
too.
A little more. I don't know how much more, but I think more.
I think more. I think just to try to jumpstart things and make life hell on the base pass for this opposing pitcher, and they need to run more because right now they take away tonight's game. They just very stationary, and look what happened tonight. Even running just a little bit caused havoc on the base path. So I mean, you have guys that can get you. I mean, Manny had 10 stolen bases last year. He's a very smart He's a very smart base runner. Tatis can get you 20 plus. Grisham can get you 10 to 15. He's never on base, but you get my point. Like, I think a lot of these guys can get you around 5 to 10 stolen bases this year easily. And I think they need to run more. Absolutely.
All right, we're going to get back to the supers. Thank you again, JD Gaucho. We do want to remind you that if you've been a supporter of this channel, whether you've been here for forever, it's your first time here, we really ask you to support our partners, including Mark Nimitz, our title sponsor at Farmers Insurance, because he's a great insurance agent, and you can take it from us. I've got my homeowners and my earthquake and my life insurance policy through Mark Nimitz, and he's been great to this channel. He's been with us since day one. It's a big reason why we're able to do this day in and day out. So if you support this channel, we ask you to get in contact with Mark Nimitz. There's a link for his website down below in the description. Here you can get a quote. All the quotes are free, by the way. Auto, home, business, life, condo, renters, whatever you need, you get a quote online. He can save you $750 or more on your insurance just by switching. So you can switch and you can save money. You got a renewal coming up before you just renew? Call Mark. He'll talk to you about the Padres. He loves the Padres, lifelong Padres fan, diehard Padres fan, San Diegan native, born and raised here, great service and communication, great insurance agent. And again, if you support our channel, please support our local partners like Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. The next time you have an insurance need, whether it's a new policy or a renewal, make sure to get in contact with Mark Nimitz. He will save you and your family money. So thank you for your support, Mark, of the channel.
Yeah, all this information is above my head. mnimitz at farmersagent.com, and you reach out to our buddy Mark. Let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
All right, please support Mark Nimitz. Again, there's a link down below. You can see his information scrolling down there as well. If you have an insurance need, at some point you will, please get in contact with Mark Nimitz, a San Diegan who supports this channel. Jared, thank you for your super chat. He says this road trip will be Manny and Juan's awakening.
That would
be nice.
I hope so. It would be freaking awesome to see, like, just this next upcoming month, because May is very new right now, and the rest of May to have Soto go off, Manny go off, and it would be cool to see what this team would look like if that happens.
Yeah, I agree. We'll get back to these supers. I do want to get to this comment from Faye. Faye, thanks for hanging out. I think it's a fair question. Do you guys think we have an advantage of getting Ohtani just by his agent being from San Diego? I don't think it's as simplistic as that, Faye. And ESPN Plus laid out some scenarios maybe 48 hours ago where they talked about him getting $600 million and how the front runners are really I know the Dodgers were in there. There were one or two other teams. The Padres weren't really mentioned heavily in that article on ESPN Plus or ESPN Insider, whatever the hell they call it, a day or two ago. But there's going to be a lot of factors, obviously, for Ohtani. I don't think money is the primary factor. I don't think where his agent's from is the primary factor. I don't fully know what the primary factor is going to be. But, I mean, the suitors are going to be all 30 teams other than the A's. And we'll get to make a determination based on whatever factor he deems, the most important.
I think whoever has the $600 million to offer him will get him.
I don't think it's that easy. I really don't. We've seen players turn down $450.
He's also different. If he's a different type of, he's a different breed. Coming from, like, I feel like he would be a very loyal person, and he's not about the money.
So then you're disagreeing with yourself?
Yes, I am. I just said yeah, you're right. Like, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't think you said that.
I said no, he's different.
Will, thank you for your super. He can get more money per year in endorsement than he can in baseball.
Can we see if could you think Ohtani would be a sponsor of the wrap-up show?
I don't know. We might have priced him out, to be honest. Will, thanks, dude.
Like $3 million.
Yeah, $3 million.
And we'll make sure John doesn't talk shit about you anymore.
Right. It's almost like, yeah, exactly. It's like the cost to make sure that I say good things about you. It's like a blackmail.
Right.
Will, thanks, man. I'm with you on this. Kim stealing third was the play of the game, in my opinion. Changed the complexion of the inning and allowed the safety squeeze for Nola. Any chance to see Manny check Tim Hill after the win? Seemed like he was pissed at Nola with his calls. I didn't see.
I saw like Manny give a look to Tim Hill. I don't know if there's anything there.
He did. Okay, when he was on the mound, Tim Hill was doing crazy shakeoffs. But I think you can do that now with the whole pitch comp thing. He's just saying, like, no, dude, dial something. I just thought he was I saw that, and then he gave up that, like, double off the center field wall.
Right.
I don't know. But the steal of third was huge. You're first and second, nobody out with Nola at the plate. That doesn't guarantee you're scoring a run. By getting to third and then safety squeezing the run in, yeah, I'm with you. That was a big moment.
Yep.
Will, we do appreciate that. That's a very generous super. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious now to get an explanation on that, to be honest. The whole Tim Hill, Austin Nola situation. He was shaking hard. You're right. I mean, they definitely weren't on the same page. I feel like that happens, though, over the course of a season. There's going to be some moments like that. I don't know if it means anything more than, maybe they were just disagreeing in the moment. But that's a really interesting point. Thank you, Will, as always. Christopher, thank you as well for your membership and your super. He says, great win. Our starters collectively have an under 2.5 ERA in the last 7 or 8 games. Keep it rolling. Yeah, starting pitching has been really good, Jim. We talked about in the Dodgers series, even though they lost the series.
Yeah, starting pitching has not been a problem of late. If they hit the ball a little better and scored a couple more runs. I mean, this again, John, when this team scores 3 runs, they're now 18-3 on the year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
really is crazy.
That's all you need to know. Score 3 runs and you win.
Yeah.
It's not hard with the talent on this team to score 3 runs, I feel like.
Yeah, you're 100% right. They should be doing that basically every night. I mean, 90% of the time, they should be doing that. Ricardo, thank you again for your super chat. He says, Snell, Palm, and Hader off the books. Well, that's potentially. And then he says, go all in on Ohtani. I think a lot of people would take that. I think they would. I think they would.
Would you trade Snell, Pomeranz, and Hader for Ohtani?
Well, I think you'd sacrifice Hader's future, even though Hader's been super valuable, for Ohtani's future. Of course you would do that. Snell, he won't be here. Palm, he won't be here. So, yeah.
Who's Palm?
Who's Palm?
Ken Palm?
No, Drew Palm.
Who's that?
He's a really good pitcher when healthy.
And like what? Like video games?
So I'm sure he's huge. I'm sure he's huge in MLB The Show. I'm sure most people play a lot of Drew Pomeranz. When they get the game, they're like, man, I need to get Pomeranz in the 7th inning, dude. It's going to be awesome. Stream of milk. Keep him healthy.
Just start him.
Yeah, come on. Start him. He'd be injured in like top of the 1st inning.
I'm just picturing some kids like,
Mom, Dad, Pomeranz in my
I want to get MLB The Show for Drew Pomeranz.
I mean, come on. Drew Pomeranz ain't playing as Drew Pomeranz in MLB The Show. I mean, there's no way. Has anyone ever used Drew Pomeranz at MLB The Show?
Is he even in the show? Or
Is he even in the show?
like permanently injured?
Gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's going to fucking Walmart right now to get over this show with their Drew Pomeranz
Let me
jerseys
download
on.
that after this show. I'm gonna go on my freaking Xbox.
I'm gonna spend
download that.
$80 to play as Drew Pomeranz.
I'm gonna download like the newest version to see if Pomeranz is available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I think they'll be all?
off?
Do I think they'll be all in on Ohtani? I mean, yeah. Why not?
There's too many people that are around this organization, and too many people that know their shit that says the Padres are going to go hard after Ohtani.
Right.
For I feel like them to not go after Ohtani. Like they're going to go after Ohtani, and they're going to do what Preller does. I mean, we're going to
hear like he's going to sign with the Dodgers for like $550, and then we're going to hear the next day the Padres offer $919 million.
Exactly.
It's going to be something stupid like that.
100%.
I can already forecast it.
100%.
Or it's going to be like he would have come here, but he didn't want to like step on like Seth Lugo's toe. It's going to be something like ridiculous. Like,
he didn't want to step on Drew Pomeranz's toes.
Yeah, it's exactly. Or it's going to be the Darvish dynamic. You know, the Darvish dynamic is an interesting one. I don't know specifically about the Darvish Ohtani dynamic. Obviously, they pitched together in the WBC. That's different. But there is something about, and I don't know the full extent of this, but something within the culture, Japanese culture, where you typically don't have multiple Japanese players on the same team, specifically stars. I don't exactly know the reason, but if you look at baseball history over the last 25 years, that's played out by and large. I mean, would you not come here out of a courtesy to Yu Darvish? If I'm Yu Darvish, I'm like, yo, here's the courtesy. Come here. Like, the courtesy is like helping us winning a World Series.
I mean, if they got Ohtani, then there really actually wouldn't be any room in that press box because it'd be all filled with Japanese media.
And you, it would be the Japanese media and you.
No, because that press box is very full, John. I don't know if you've heard.
They got room for you. Right? Otherwise, you got Carlos will hook you up.
Yeah, it's fine. I'd rather sit in the Lexus box anyway than that stupid press box with nobody there.
Tell us how you really feel. Cruiser, thank you for your super.
You don't really want me to.
I really don't. I already know how you feel. He says improvement. All Padres strikeouts swinging, no Ks looking. Interesting observation for one night. Hey, when Soto's going 4 for 4, I don't care what the rest of the team is doing. I mean, that's a huge, huge sign. Very encouraging. 4 for 4 with a walk. Come on. It's like the best game in baseball history.
It's close because Manny actually had a better game, hitting a 2-run homer. Just kidding. I don't know.
Wait, hold on for Brian. Is the Soto bobblehead sold out?
Let's check it out.
Hold on. It's sold out.
Wow, it is sold out.
Was it already sold out heading into the night?
I don't know.
I told you it was going to sell out, guys. Hold on. I was literally been saying this thing's going to sell out.
Hold on. Let me check here. Yeah. The Tatis one sold out very fast.
Dude, that thing sold out in a day. This thing sold out in less than a week, though. Really interesting. My bad?
Yeah, the bobblehead, the Soto bobblehead and the Tatis bobblehead, those are sold out.
I wonder, though, if that's sold out during the show, Jim.
And then the other ones here, got the Joe Musgrove, the Jake Cronenworth, the main, all of those are sold out.
Are those pre-order ones are all sold out?
I think so, yeah.
Dude, guys, when we put in FOCO gear in the chat, you got to pick it up if you want it. I just put in a link for this shirt. This thing is perfect for Father's Day, seriously. Or the Padres fan in your life. This floral Padres button up with the freaking flamingos and the flowers and the Padres logos. Come on, Jim. I mean, have I ever looked better than I look right now? Than this button up shirt?
No, John. Honestly, you've never looked better.
All right. So, Brian, thank you for the super. Apologies there. Hey, if you want to pick up something to support the channel from FOCO and you want something that's not going to be available because it's going to sell out as well, great for Father's Day. Great gift for a Padres fan in your life. The Padres floral button up. I just put a link in the chat. It is a great item. Jim has it. I've got it. It's dope. I've already won it twice in like 4 days.
Yeah, it's still up. Don't worry. It's still there.
It's not sold out, right?
It's not sold out. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of things here. Like they have
Padres are friggin' I know.
They have they have the Padres sombrero bobblehead. Dude, they got a bunch of stuff. This is all good quality too. I mean, the shirt that you're wearing, John, it's great. It's great quality.
It is. No, it really is. All right, let's get back to these supers that are rolling in. We do need to tell you about our friends at Aura in a moment as well. Thank you to Brian for this super. Brian, thank you again. He says also Jung Hoo Lee to the Padres this offseason. How much Jung Hoo Lee film have you been watching? This is a guy that last year, Jim, hit 349 with a 996 OPS in the KBO, 113 RBIs. He's been over 100 RBIs 2 of the last 3 years. I know that you watch his games like I do regularly.
Right.
Could you see Jung Hoo Lee as the big offseason acquisition for the Padres?
I think he would fit in right in the middle of that lineup. What number do you think he's going to wear? I'm going to go 32.
32 and a half.
Yeah, 32. Even though
here's the thing. Do they need Jung Hoo Lee with Soto and Tatis? No.
Who cares? Bring them all in.
You can't have too many good players. I'm not a big go to the KBO to go get immediate pay dividend talent. I just am not. It's not Japan. Kim's been a nice player. It's taken a couple of years for that to transpire. So I don't know if I'm spending all my money in Korea for talent. There's not a lot of examples of Korean players to come over and star in America. If I'm missing, let me know. But there's not a ton of examples of that.
No.
There's a lot of Japanese players that have come over. There's not as many Korean players. Again, I think Kim's been a really nice player for the Padres, by and large. And let me get to this from Antonio. Antonio, thank you so much. Right here. I pointed Jim. Nope.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens. Whenever someone's not doing well and I call them out to be better, I'm a bozo for giving up on Juan Soto. Did I ever give up on Juan Soto?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. I said Juan Soto needs to be better. And if I were to say what's the biggest reason why this offense is not performing, I would have put, and I'm still putting hey, Juan Soto needs to step up and he needs to be better. I mean, Juan Soto's not been the player that he was in Washington with the Padres. He's had moments, but he has not been consistent with this team. If he becomes consistent and plays like he did tonight and played like he's had the last 2 weeks minus the Dodger series, then now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean you give up on somebody just because you call them out for them not doing well. That's the thing here is this town loves to say, you gave up on blah. It's like, no.
Let me translate that, Antonio. Jim says he apologizes.
You're like,
thanks for giving up on Juan Soto. Thanks for the super. HBVV, BRBF, BBFBN, thank you for your super. He says, I'd rather Ohtani signs with the Rockies than the Doyers. Well, yeah, I'd rather him sign with the Royals.
The Rockies, he did 700 home runs.
Dude, the Rockies, he ain't signed with the Rockies. The Rockies are inept.
You see Jerkson Profar had 2 home runs tonight?
Yeah, it's all you talk about. So you know how Jim always retweets former Padre home runs? So I learned that I could just turn off retweets on Twitter from certain accounts. So I turned off the retweets from Jim because I had enough of the Jorge Mateo and the Austin Hedges and the whatever else you are doing. Does anyone else do that with Jim? Does anyone else have Jim's retweets turned off? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that have done that.
I didn't even know that was a thing until you showed me.
It's so huge. Isn't there anyone you ever follow that all they do is retweet constantly, 40 consecutive same? I'm like, bye-bye, turn off retweets.
Yeah, I do. But I never.
Oh my gosh, it'll streamline your feed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You'll love it. So yeah, we would too. I'd rather he signs with the Rockies than the Doyers. I mean, everyone that's a Padres fan feels that way because the Rockies are no threat to go win a World Series with Shohei Ohtani. Not the way they're currently constructed. I promise you that. All right, let's tell our viewers about our longtime partner here on the Wrap Up Show, probably for the last 18 months or so. Our friends at Aura, and their co-founder Will is a huge supporter of this channel. He's a huge Padres fan. He's from San Diego. This company has offices right here in Liberty Station. They've got a special offer going on right now for the next couple of days, 20% off. Use promo code MOMDAY23. The link to the website is in the description down below on YouTube. You can see it on the screen right now. It's Aura plant-based products, including probiotics, which not only am I taking right now, Jim, my wife is taking this probiotic right now. So
okay,
Kristen is now a believer in Aura. So we've got Kristen taking Aura. You got me taking the probiotic. They have pre-workout supplements, plant-based proteins. They have omega-3 oils. If you're taking a fish oil, they've got an omega-3 oil for you, sleep pills and immunity pills. I love their probiotic for digestion. There's a million reasons to take a probiotic, but Aura's got amazing products. They're affordable. It's a San Diego-based company. Like we always tell you, if you support this channel, please support our partners, including Aura, ora.organic, or there's a link down below. And again, use promo code MOMDAY23 to get 20% off through May 11th.
www.aura.organic. Like John said there, use the promo code MomsDay23. Pick out some supplements. They're all plant-based and organic-based, the healthiest on the market. They're pre-workout that I take all the time. Raspberry lemonade flavor. It's delicious. It gives you everything you need for a pre-workout with everything that other pre-workouts give you that you don't want, which is the crash afterwards. And you're getting that with this. So go there right now, www.aura.organic. Mom's Day 23, excuse me, Mom Day 23, not Mom's Day, MONDAY 23 promo code. When you check out, use that and you'll thank us later.
All right. Thank you, Aura. And yes, we will thank Aura later. I agree with Nick. We should be thanking Jim tonight for his contributions. Jim's like the team MVP.
You're welcome. I take one for the team all the time.
He does. He does. He does it like a man.
Teflon. I'm just like this, just like getting shot at nonstop for being, critical of players when they're not doing well. And it's Teflon, bro.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Have you retweeted this? Why don't you retweet this comment? Brent Rooker is leading Major League Baseball in OPS.
Must be nice. That. But he's also on a team that has won 5 games this year.
Yeah, have they won that many?
Someone on shitty teams have to produce, I guess, maybe.
True. JD Gacha, thank you for the super. How about this? Let's talk Ohtani to Cleveland right now, Jim. 1-2 punch with Shane Bieber. LOL. There it is. You heard it here first.
Dude,
Ohtani the Guardians.
The Indians franchise, or not the Indians. Oh my God, sorry. Fine. The Guardians franchise isn't even worth how much Ohtani is worth.
Interesting.
Like if Ohtani's getting $700 million a year or $700 million contract, the Cleveland Guardians aren't worth $700 million to buy as a franchise.
Interesting way to look at it.
Think about that. I mean, there probably are because baseball teams, it's inflated. Everything's over $1 billion.
But is Tampa or Oakland? Oakland with Vegas.
Oakland is not worth $700 million as a franchise.
In Vegas, they probably are.
Not in Oakland right now. Think about that. One player will make as much as a franchise is worth.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's something I wanted to read that just came in. Yes, Cruiser, we will be at Fair Play on Friday. 12 to 6, 3 to 6 for John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. Come say hi. North Park, great spot. It really is.
Might stay for a couple innings. I might. John probably has to go.
Oh, you know what? You're doing Friday night's wrap-up show solo. So I can do one for you at some point.
Okay.
Because I'm going to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, shit. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
No, I'm not inviting you to that. So let me know what happens Friday night in that Padres game.
John's not watching the Padres game. He said he's going to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Freaking whatever. What name a song? They're all good.
Why do you hate the Padres?
No, I don't. It's just there's 162 games, and I either do something or I get divorced.
Okay, understandable.
HBVV, thank you again. He says the Twin Stadium looks like it's the COVID season. Why there's someone in every 5th seat or whatever.
That was bad.
How many? What they announced tonight?
15,000
No one?
maybe. That's what happens when, even they got Carlos Correa in the offseason and no one shows up.
Dude,
But it's also Minnesota.
16,882 on a 72-degree night at Target Field.
That just shows you like superstars matter. And I'm not saying every team should do what Peter Seidler's doing, but Peter Seidler's, if you build it, they will come. And he's got a lot of good players on this team, and this ballpark at Petco will be sold out all the time.
Would you let Jared co-host with you on Friday night? Moderator, member, super contributor?
I love you, Jared, but absolutely not.
What about Ben Fadden?
Absolutely not.
By the way, Murray was there tonight. Pumped tonight, everyone. I watched us win live. Thanks, Faye G. I kept the faith, and look what happened. Manny crushed the ball. Second decker. How much credit should Murray be getting for tonight? More than Soto?
More than me.
Definitely more than you.
Look, tonight's game, I'll take the credit. Don't worry. It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the full credit for tonight's win because I helped Juan Soto go 4-for-4 with 2 doubles.
No, you absolutely should.
So
we're going to collectively take the credit for helping you guys win at fantasy. Underdog Fantasy, easiest place to play. Like that segue. If you go to underdogfantasy.com, use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You can win 20 times your money in a single night. Get 2 right, 3 times your money, up to 5 right, 20 times your money. With insurance, you can get 1 wrong and still win up to 10 times your money. Underdogfantasy.com. Double your first deposit by using promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Deposit $10, get 10 free dollars. Deposit $100, get 100 free dollars. It is so easy to play. They have MLB daily drafts and daily pick'ems, and I'll give you some pick'ems that are going on right now. Yesterday, by the way, they were giving you a win, essentially. They said higher or lower than a half point for LeBron James.
He had 45 points.
So he had more than a half point, right? Just over. Let's see what they have going on tomorrow for the Padres game specifically. Right now, at Underdog Fantasy app or underdogfantasy.com, promo code PODSWRAP. Tomorrow for the Padres game, Fernando Tatis Jr., higher or lower than 8.5 fantasy points. Now, he did nothing today. That would be
higher.
You're taking higher. You're taking a single and a double or a homer.
Yeah.
Maybe a stolen base. Stolen base is 4 fantasy points. So higher or lower with Fernando Tatis Jr. But again, they got every single Major League Baseball game. Here's the thing. You can combine sports. You can do NBA. You can do Jimmy Butler. Higher or lower.
Himmy Butler.
And you can combine that with a higher or lower with Fernando Tatis Jr. It's honestly so easy. It's so simple. It's so fun. And again, a 100% deposit match up to $100 using promo code PADSWRAP at underdogfantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app as well.
All right, Thank you, Lou T. Thank you. Clap emojis in the chat.
The Warriors
for speaking truth.
Rigged.
Thank you, Lou T.
What's rigged about the Warriors collapsing in Game 4 and not showing up in Game 3?
Nothing's rigged about that. The fucking Warriors suck right now.
You claimed Game 1 was like the biggest fix like in sports history.
Game 1 was bullshit. I will stand by that. Game 1 was absolute bullshit. Game 3, Warriors didn't show up. Last night, they literally like forgot how to play basketball in the last 2 minutes of the game. So that's not on the refs, but Game 1 was utter bullshit.
Dude, there's plenty of time. It's 3-1. Series isn't over.
When it's 4-1, will you keep saying
4-1, it might be over.
You're like, there's not much time left, Jim.
The Beef, what's going on, man? Thanks for your support as always. He says late to the stream, and I'm starting from the beginning. Soto in the 4 spot may work well as he gets to see more pitches, more time. His number one complaint. Here's the thing. Yes, you're going to see more in front of you, but this idea that the 4-hole hitter basically has to swing the bat, like there's no cleanup batter that's, walking at some absurd rate, you wouldn't think. I mean, they walk because they're feared hitters. So they walk because they're not being pitched to. But if you're getting pitches, you need to swing the bat as a cleanup batter. Soto did that by and large tonight. 4 hits and a walk. His coming out party as a Padre, really. He hasn't had a game like that Has he had a 4-hit game as a Padre?
No,
I guess it's no.
First 4-hit game since 2019.
So that would be a no.
That would be a no. Yeah, you're in a spot where you need to swing the bat, and you need to drive in runs. And I feel like even though he let off the second inning, he's still in a position where it's like, okay, I need to swing the bat. I need to get on base. I need to start doing damage. Like, he's going to get his walks. There's no question he'll get his walks. Okay. Because if he gets hot, they just won't pitch to him and he won't get anything to hit. But a lot of times this year, Juan Soto has taken some pretty hittable pitches for strikes and hasn't swung the bat. So
he struck out a zillion times on borderline pitches.
No, I mean like pitches where, like, why is that right down the middle and he didn't swing the bat?
Yeah.
Why is that letter high and he didn't swing the bat? Like those type of pitches.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I do. I want to remind our viewers real quick, Jim, because I think we're coming up on the final day to vote for John and Jim in the Best of UT Readers Poll for the best sports talk show, best talk radio show, best something show. So I just put a link in the chat. If you wouldn't mind, it takes 30 seconds. We really do appreciate your support of the channel. Just click that link. Look at Jim. He's trying to make like a heart or a bear or, I don't know, an I love you emoji or something. If you wouldn't mind clicking that link, it takes 30 seconds to vote. You just have to put in like an email address. You can put in any email address, I'm presuming. Yeah. And you can vote for us. We're in 3 categories.
Best we were fortunate enough to win a year ago, and best radio show, drive time,
and
show,
like best YouTube channel talking Padres baseball in floral button-up shirts.
We actually weren't nominated for that, but
should have been.
Maybe next year if we still have a show.
Maybe next year. Anything else, Jim? You're going to say no, I think, to that.
Well, yeah, because you're going to say no to that too.
Oh, by the way, shout out June Shine as always. Thank
June
you guys
for
your support of the channel. Check them out. Their tasting room is a spectacular place. You need to check it out if you're San Diego, and they do some Padres watch parties as well. Also, shout out Parks and Normal. This is their brand new cap that launched Monday.
It's dope.
Tatis, Machado. I don't even know who else is on this thing, but it's
Soto,
dope.
Musgrove, Tatis, Machado, Bogarts, Darvish.
All right, guys. Please subscribe if you're a Padres fan. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter. And please support our partners. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Link down below if you have insurance needs. Aura, ORA.organic. Link down below if you're looking to get healthier with plant-based nutrition products. Underdog Fantasy, guys. Easiest place to play. Start playing. Pick'em contest going on right now. Promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Download the Underdog Fantasy app or at underdogfantasy.com. We're back tomorrow night.
Real quick. I see Jesus Christ is in the chat. Jesus, can you please bless everybody before we get out of here? That's all I ask.
Come on. Hold on. Pedro Jesus wants to see the hat too.
Jesus, I need a blessing in the chat from Jesus Christ. Okay. And then we're good.
Look at the detail.
It's pretty sweet. Show them the underbrim too.
Oh, I will. Look at this. We got freaking Musgrove to the ear. Soto, 4 for 4. Underbrim, 2023.
2023.
That's the year. All right. Thank you, Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus. Appreciate you.
All right. Look at me now without my hat. All right, guys. For Jim, I'm John. We'll see you tomorrow night. Or tomorrow on the radio, 3 to 6. And then tomorrow night right here on the Wrap-Up Show. Peace.
Peace.